Right, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. What a football club Tottenham Hotspur are. Right, first off, hope you're all keeping well. Thanks a lot for tuning in again. Hope you've all had a good week. Looking forward to England and Scotland tonight, which is going to be a banger of a game. I'm going to try and summarise what's happened in the last 24 hours at Spurs. It's ridiculous. The club are a shambles. Daniel Levy doesn't know what he's doing. Paratici's got off to a shocking start as director of football. So let me try and summarise what's happened. So, if you're not aware, last Wednesday, I think it was, news broke that Spurs were in talks with ex-Roma, Shakhtar Donetsk manager and a couple of others, Paulo Fonseca, to be the new manager to fill the managerial vacancy since Mourinho left, 55 days ago at that point. Fonseca agreed terms as roughly €2.5–3 million a year, 2-year contract with an option of a third, verbal agreement in place. Romano tweeted it, Pit Brook tweeted it, Alistair Gold tweeted it. There was a lot of people who basically said this is done. There's an agreement that's been reached. Spurs fans were not happy about it, but in light of what's happened in the last 24 hours, you'd probably slap your hand off at Fonseca now, to be honest. So, this deal had supposedly been reached. Fonseca flew to Ukraine, which is where a lot of his friends and family lived, obviously due to his Shakhtar days, just to get his stuff and basically make the move to England to sign a contract. Now, yesterday, which is what's yesterday, Thursday the 17th of June, I think it was around lunchtime, somewhere like that, news started breaking that the Fonseca deal had fallen through. Now, we don't exactly know what happened with this Fonseca deal, but there is talk that basically Fonseca had certain tax benefits and there was some certain clauses in his Roma contract which enabled him to earn more money than we first knew about at Spurs. So, Spurs were not willing to match those tax breaks and those clauses, so immediately withdrew their interest in the deal, did not offer him a contract. So the talks broke down. Fonseca no longer going to be the manager of Spurs. About half an hour later, David Ornstein, The Athletic, Jack Pitt-Brook again, really good, reliable guys, then broke the news that ex-AC Milan, Italy, loads of others, Rangers midfielder Rino Gattuso, was in advanced talks to become manager of the club. Now, Gattuso was most recently the manager of Napoli, won them the Italian Cup, but has had a pretty underwhelming managerial career to date. Quite clear that this was the doings of our new director of football, Fabio Paratici, who apparently wanted him as Juventus manager a couple of years ago as well. Immediately opened talks with him. Now, Gattuso was at Fiorentina for this, was supposed to be at Fiorentina this season, but he left the club after 23 days because the club basically broke down their relationship with Gattuso's agent, Jorge Mendes, about transfer targets, and they couldn't agree on a strategy to sign players. So he left the club after 23 days, come to an agreement to leave. Spurs were all over it, and there was talk that another verbal agreement had been reached with Gattuso, €2.5–3 million a year to become the new manager on a 2 to 3 year contract. So all of a sudden, all hell broke loose on Twitter with Spurs fans. The hashtag no to Gattuso started trending, not because of his ability as a manager, although that was a part of it, but because some very shady quotes and stories about Gattuso and his thoughts on same-sex marriage and racism in the game come to light. Obviously, he's a right wrong-un, basically. He's got some really bad views on stuff. Does not want to be associated. We do not want to be associated with someone like that at the club. So, yeah, like I say, this hashtag no to Gattuso started trending in the UK, along with Levy out as well. Spurs fans have just completely had enough of it. I mean, this is an absolute shambles. Anyway, just as we thought that an agreement had been reached with Gattuso to take the job, with Paratici as well, wake up this morning and the news has broken that talks have fallen through with Gattuso and the club has withdrawn their interest to appoint him as a manager. Now, David Ornstein, like I say, I go back to him, he's reporting that the backlash from the fans and this hashtag and stuff like that did play a part in Spurs not pursuing Gattuso as a manager. So that is a massive, massive win for Spurs fans here. I don't even know where to begin with what a shambles this has been by Levy, by Paratici, by Steve Hitchin. It's ridiculous. At the beginning, of this managerial hunt, after Jose Mourinho gone, it was clear that Ryan Mason wasn't going to get the job. Levy released a statement saying that he wants a new manager to play attacking football, to have a long-term vision for the club, to promote youth through the youth system. And the last three people that we've been linked with to take the job, Conte, Fonseca, Gattuso, all opportunistic appointments, all recently out of work, all free transfers, all from Serie A. It's an absolute shambles. There's no planning. There's, who's going to want to come to us now? Harry Kane and the guys in the Euros looking at this thinking, pre-season starts in 2 weeks. Who's going to be the manager for pre-season? Mourinho left 65 days ago nearly, and we've still not got a manager. 8th richest club in the world. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It's not a good start for Paratici either. Obviously his first supposed managerial target that he went after was such a disaster that the fans started trending his name against it, which forced the club to backtrack and not appoint him. It's just like, you couldn't make it up, could you? It's unbelievable. So where do we go from here? Well, like I say, Conte's not going to come because we didn't show a lack of ambition. Fonseca we might go back on, but who can blame him if he tells the board to do one now? Poch isn't obviously going to go because PSG have just signed Wijnaldum and Donnarumma for him because he asked for them, so he's not going to go anymore. The only thing I can think of is that we're going to wait until the end of the Euros and try and get Bobby Martinez because we held talks with him before the Euros. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe that's the next step here, but so many fans have given up with it now. I genuinely don't know what to say about what a shambles it's been. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. Obviously, if there is any developments over the next couple of days, then I'll let you know. There's not even any names being linked with it anymore. I think even the journalists don't know what's going on. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to make a video to fill you in on what's been going on because it's just, you just can't make it up. I mean, I feel so sorry for people like Alistair Gold who follow the club and have to write up articles about this and try and track it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, like I say, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to my, subscribe to the channel if you're a Spurs fan and you want to, try and find out the latest ongoings. Follow me on my social media. I'll put I'll put the links in the description down below. And yeah, let's see what happens. There'll probably be 5 more names of it linked next week. So anyway, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy England versus Scotland tonight. That's going to be an absolutely wicked game. And yes, keep safe. Until next time. See you soon. Take care. See you later.